You guys hear me?
We can.
Now I can understand. You guys can hear me? Because I always understand. What are these guys doing here? What are these guys doing here? Hey! Whoa! Wait. So let me just tell you about this Rams-Philly game. This is going to come down to the run game. Which team can establish the run? Because Adams, Puka, they can only get it going when that play action's going. So back to you, Chris. I can't hear anything. I can't hear anything. All the coaches are always just going to...
Jules is the best. So much fun. We'll be right back.
Dude, we're willing to guess. Look, keep your eyes wide open.
Murder in a Small Town. Season premiere Tuesday on Fox.
Chevy makes America's most dependable trucks. Like the rugged Colorado, the highly capable Silverado 1500, the powerful Silverado HD, and the uncompromising Silverado EV. In every Chevy truck, dependability comes standard.
It's Chevy Truck Month. Well-qualified buyers can get 2.9% financing for 72 months on Silverado 1500 models. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
I'm proud to serve and represent the Midwest because I was born and raised in the Midwest. I love the culture. I love the people. We have offices throughout the states in the Midwest, in North Dakota, Iowa, Wisconsin, Minnesota. We know those local court systems. We want to help people from the Midwest and deliver them justice against these large corporations and insurance companies. If you've been injured, get Nicolay Midwest Injury Law Firm.
Stay tuned for today's game on Fox 6, sponsored locally by Aurora Healthcare.
Aurora Healthcare. Achieve your personal best and live life to the fullest.
Look at this guy. What's going on? I charge my phone. Hey, can I get a password for the Wi-Fi? Let's play some music. Rose? I got something in my hand.
Loaded with features for everyone.
Nice, man.
How it should be. The Hyundai Elantra. Lease the Elantra for $199 a month. Or get $2,500 bonus cash on the Elantra Hybrid. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today.
Sarah Benzino. Brandon Coley. Jablonski Auto. What'd she call Harper?
Oh, you mean Jablonski Auto Body LLC.
We actually sold the twins navy ring.
You know, like stadiums do. Kids are so...
Oasis Breeze Tan and Spa.
If you need a tan, I'm your man. You do business with you.
Or we can look at some investment options for you.
Works for us.
The right money moves aren't as absurd as you think.
Time now for our picks, and you can join in at home. Make sure you head over to our socials and cast your vote. America gets involved every single week. All right, Julian picked the Packers today over the Browns. Do you like that pick, Drew?
I do like that pick. I think the Packers keep the momentum going from last week, but I think the game's going to be closer than you think.
All right.
I think these Brownies have something to prove.
Okay. Drew, thank you so much for being here today. We love it.
Absolutely.
See you guys next week. Enjoy Fox NFL Sunday. Welcome to the third week of a fresh NFL season, where winning is always in fashion. The ball may be different. The commitment, confidence, courage to succeed are undeniably the same. That's why I love pro football. Whether you won your first two and are sitting nicely in the front row, or you have split and you're 1-1, or perhaps this vantage point as the first pair slipped away. Just maintain your focus and play hard. Perform with poise, power. Deliver big shots, control momentum swings. Anything is possible when you step inside the lines. Now join me, take a seat for our Sunday lineup of game, set, and match. And the NFL on Fox.
Well, from Serena to Saquon, who last season put up over 500 yards from scrimmage by himself in 2 games against the Rams. Well, now it's time for a playoff rematch in about an hour, right here on Fox. Baker.
It's week 8 of the NFL, and we've got the Chargers' rookie quarterback. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Chargers and the Saints, and it's coming up next.
So far, Jordan
Here come the Chargers, the offense getting set to come out. They're led out by their quarterback, a second-round pick back in April's draft.
Now, Mike, at this level here in the NFL, you just rarely see the type of performance where one player on the field just stands out that much against his peers. But that's exactly what we saw out of this quarterback a week ago. I mean, throwing for all those touchdowns, that's one thing. But the fact that he was able to protect the ball in the process is what really was impressive to me. I mean, it's not like he was just out there in the backyard chucking the ball all over the place. I mean, he was methodical, cerebral, lethal with his approach. Truthfully, I have no idea how you follow up a performance like that, but I'm certainly excited to see what he has in store.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. From out of the gun, he'll throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. 22 yards, the pickup there. It's good for a Charger first down.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Joshua Palmer. Touchdown Chargers. That's his 8th touchdown of the season.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his...
Chargers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's an early front runner for MVP of the NFL. It's the first half of the season, but as you can see, he's already leading the league in passing yardage. Now the former Raven, it's Gus Edwards. And he gets this up close to the 40. It was Milton Williams that time to bring him down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Throwing now from the gun. He's going to air this one out. He's got it! And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Now, faking the give. He's got it at the 7. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10. They'll throw out of the gun. That is caught. What a job on the scramble. Lad McConkey. Touchdown, Los Angeles. And with that touchdown pass, he draws even with the Hall of Famer Peyton Manning. Most touchdown passes in a single season. They share the record now with 55 each. The Chargers offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's off to a fast start throwing the football. Pretty good numbers already just in this first quarter of play. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He runs with it. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life, his speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on a big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the handoff, Edwards. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's going to tuck it and go. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run! Touchdown, LA. That one is going to hurt the defense. He's looking to throw, can't find anyone, takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for an exciting touchdown run. Chargers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. He's putting together a very strong first half of the season. Currently the NFL leader in touchdown passes. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Now he'll air one out. He lays out and makes a spectacular catch.
Let's add that to the list of great throws we've seen out of this quarterback here in the first half. We thought he might be in line to have a good game, especially against this style of defense. But let's be honest, Mike, he's been more than just good. He's been sensational.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he's in. Vlad McConkey. Touchdown Chargers. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. That's the big one. Touchdown pass number 56 on the year. He breaks Peyton Manning's all-time mark. Manning threw 55 in 2013. That record goes down here. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense has to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in the first half that has really given them fits. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now he takes off. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. He's been elusive in this first half. Look at those rushing numbers for him. Defense definitely going to have to find a way to keep him in check. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. That is hard. And he's into the end zone yet again. Matt McConkey. Touchdown, Los Angeles. What a half he is putting together. That's his 3rd touchdown already. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not...
He's number 10 all-time in passing touchdowns. And he's got a big game to get to the top of the hour this evening right here on Fox. One game clean.
So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. He'll look to throw. This throw taken in by Hurst. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And another great throw right there, Mike. And when you take a look at the numbers, they certainly don't lie. He has just been flat out terrific in this first half. His ability to spread the ball around, take what the defense has given him. They've certainly had a lot of success here early on.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Nice pickup there by Dobbins, and man, you got to feel good for him. I mean, his time in Baltimore was just riddled with significant lower body injuries. To see him healthy, and he has gotten off to a fast start, and this is the player that everyone around the league knew he was capable of being. He just needed to stay healthy.
Lad McConkey, the one he was looking for. And it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll set up to throw. Taking off. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. That escape ability on display. As you can see, the rushing total now over 100 yards from the quarterback position. Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it 1st and goal. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he'll take it on in. Hayden Hurst. Touchdown, L.A. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And Mike, at this point, the defense just looks
I thought he was
completely
gonna drop
lost
that
out
shit.
there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ball game.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Now he'll run it. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. Second down and 8. He'll drop to throw. He'll air one out for Palmer. That is brought in. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll get started out in Denver, and they have just about gone to halftime with the Panthers out on top. Xavier Legette, a touchdown reception. From there, we head up to the Pacific Northwest. Check on the Seahawks at home in Seattle. And they trail the visiting Bills in that ball game at halftime. Josh Allen has a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get out to Southern Nevada and see what's happening with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Patrick Mahomes has thrown a touchdown pass there. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
They'll run to begin this drive. It's Edwards. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. Back to throw. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Well, he had such a great first half throwing the football. There's no reason to think, Mike, coming out here for the start of the third, that anything's going to change. He's picked up right where he left off, and the numbers are indicative of just how well he's played.
Tough to bring down, and somehow he manages to get 4 yards out of that. Here's 2nd and 6. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Here comes 3rd and 6. That'll be taken in by Edwards. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. They're going to motion their tight end, Hurst. He's going to run it. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have 1st and goal.
He'll try to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. Motion man is the tight end going right. Again, it'll be Edwards. And this time he will work his way into the end zone. Gus Edwards. Touchdown Chargers. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this 3rd quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the 3rd quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
to the air now on 1st and 10. He keeps it himself. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
Mike, this is an impressive run, especially considering the fact it was zone coverage. That's a lot of defenders with eyeballs in the backfield focused on the quarterback. So to be able to escape the pocket and pick up good yardage, really good play.
There he goes again. And they finally get him down, but not before he brings it to the 4-yard line.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of a defense, and we saw it again here.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Edwards. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Edwards. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Gus Edwards. Touchdown, Los Angeles. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 10 and 11 on the year. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the...
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them. Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're...
He works free, right side. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 94 yards. Touchdown, Chargers. A huge play there. They go in the air. We only see a few touchdowns of that length all year. They go from backed up to in the end zone for a touchdown.
It is, Mike. In this case, most teams are saying, let's just pick up a 1st down. At the very least, give our punter some room out of the end zone.
They'll run it with Edwards. Up the sideline to the 40. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Here's a 2nd and 6. They run once more with Edwards. And he's going to bring this one close to a 1st down. Looks like they'll mark him just a yard short. 3rd and a yard. He'll try and run for the first down with Edwards. And he's going to have the first down. They'll mark him at the 29, but it's a new set of downs. First down picked up.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down. I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
That is caught to the goal line and in. Hayden Hurst, touchdown, L.A. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. So, rarefied air for the quarterback position. The first QB to ever throw 60 touchdown passes in an NFL season.
By tie. Well, it's a clean record for 4 of the teams that are
putting one of their tight ends in motion left. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And he'll work ahead for about 5 to the 25. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Edwards. And he'll be brought down past the 30. That is good enough to move the chains. First down. They'll go back to Edwards on first down. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Now it's Edwards. And he'll weave his way down close to that first down. Going to come up just a little shy. It's going to be 3rd down and short. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Good awareness there on 3rd down. He's thinking there's nothing there. Tuck it and head for the sticks. He's able to get the first down himself, avoid any big contact, and the biggest thing is he keeps the drive alive.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Now it's Dobbins. Finds room inside the 40. And he's going to be taken down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Not much happening there. Just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now this time they'll look to throw. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. And with that last throw, the record comes into focus. He has gone over 500 passing yards in this game alone. They'll give it to Dobbins. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, L.A.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Here's Dobbins. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. A run with Dobbins. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Here's a run. He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. Let's give him a yard down to the 3-yard line. Third and goal. That one taken in. Joshua Palmer. Touchdown, Chargers. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, in the end zone again, I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. He'll tuck it and take off.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
He'll run again. Uh-oh. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout, somewhat pointlessly called here with 3 seconds to go in a game that has already been decided. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it.
Yeah, Mike, I'm not sure how popular this move is going to be on the other sideline. And listen, I understand in the huddle sometimes kind of players take it upon themselves to do things like this, but the call there has to be take a knee, move on, shake hands, and go to the locker room. But not in this case.
So this one is over. It's in the win column for the Chargers. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL. Here.
Again, we talked, Jay, a little bit ago about Devontae Adams ending up with a late tackle off after catch. Devontae Adams goes to that Boston and also it's all the way. He doesn't really know. Sean sent him 15 minutes of highlight videos that he narrated, possibly inebriated, possibly not. I actually saw these. They are hilarious. It's things like, hey, Devontae, this touchdown that you caught in December in the Meadowlands, great time by you, great catch. But it's pretty cold in December in New York, isn't it? You know where it's not cold? Los Angeles. Sean McVay, the ultimate recruiter, got his guy. It was all Sean.
All right, thanks, Jay. Hey, you know what? Dak Prescott and the Cowboys, when they come into Chicago, fresh off a frantic finish. Up next, Prescott sits down with Irvin Andrew to talk about his bounce-back season, possibly in Dallas. All of that later on today in America's Game of the Week. Top of the hour, a lot of good things for you, including the Browns hosting the Packers.
Compliments of the chef. Oh, he was so glad that he had emergency roadside service with Geico. And since they saved his bacon, he presents to you bacon tart foundations. Look, I don't need special treatment. I'm just happy that he's happy. You're too humble, Mr. Gecko. Which is why we also present to you, I don't need special treatment. Run-of-the-mill blue cheese. Oh, now we're talking, sweetheart.
Hey, y'all, this young quarterback is a diamond in the rough. Early on, already gained the respect of his coaches and his teammates. I think he's special.
Listen, we've seen quarterbacks drafted in the later rounds have great careers, but they don't always start like this. Kirk Cousins was a guy that had to build to who he is. A guy drafted this late, playing this well early. You have to be excited if you're this organization.
Of course, the beauty about being drafted so late and playing so well, the organization can save money on the cap and bring in other superstars and only get that much better going forward.
We know he was a late round draft pick. It's not where you start, it's where you finish. And I think this young man has a great ending.
Mom's in the doghouse again, huh?
Yeah, she sure is.
And she never met them. And I got it from the crypto. We're done, but...
You know, we're